Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Path of Exile 2 and our Run and Gun Mercenary playthrough. We are going to be doing Jaquani's Machinarium today, as we said yesterday. So let's go ahead, get down into this zone here. We got to get through the Machinarium and the Sanctum. Hopefully we can get both of those things done today. We'll see. We should be able to. We should be able to, in a standard episode, be able to do that.
That's gonna
I don't see why not.
It's a
We'll give it a try.
just know
a foul ruin that hasn't been looted? This mechanism.
Alright, so we gotta find some kind of crystals or something like that. I forget what they are. But we'll find them. Some kind of keys that allow us to go through the door. Ooh, a Regal Orb, I'll take that. That's nice. Oh, Soul Core. There we go.
Freak!
Alright. I'm wondering if I actually do more damage from further away. It feels like it sometimes.
Oh, goodness.
Of course.
No stone hunter.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the Herald of Thunder that does it. But it's weird because sometimes with my like you don't get the Herald of Thunder until you kill something. So sometimes it's weird because it feels like I kill things very quickly with this ability, even single targets. And then other times it just feels like I'm not doing any damage at all. Alright, so we need to find, I think we need 3 soul cores for the rest of this. There's one. Just not going to waste too much time killing single targets like that. We need our, wow, that's 2 out of 3. Oh, you know what? I think they said something about putting more cores around so that you didn't have to go through the entire area to find them. Or at least to find the cores anyways. Like, I think they said that they changed that. I think that was a patch that they changed at some point. Because there's like a treasure cache in here that we can find. There is a boss in here that we can fight that will give us fire resistance, I think. It's either fire, I think it's permanent fire resistance. I don't think it's hit points. I think you get hit points from there than you do at the beginning. And on the reload. Come on.
One down. Who's next?
Have I missed anything? I kind of want to go around the outsides because most of the things you find, I don't really care about the treasure trove that much. But the exit of the area, oh yeah, for the exit of the area, you need a soul core. For the exit of the area, and then for the doorway to get to the little mini boss here, they're both on the outsides of the map, so.
Killing time.
I'm just trying to stick to the outside so we can hopefully find it as quickly as possible, but you know, sometimes it takes a while. If memory serves, though, I usually take that. I was gonna say, if memory serves, I usually find the little mini boss guy on the upper right part of the map, so I'm not really on the right side anyway. Go. Okay. Mostly I just kind of want to get the, oh. Okay, well, we found the little treasure trove. That's good.
Finally, some good old-fashioned treasure.
Take that and that. Wow, seriously, that's all we got? What the hell? That was nothing. That was like nothing. We got almost, we almost got literally nothing out of that. Like one yellow item, and that was it. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do this. Just to open it up. I'm not wasting time with those guys. Come up this way. They're slow enough I can just outrun them. We really need, we're gonna spend enough time trying to kill that, trying to kill the little mini boss here, so he's a pain in the butt. All right, go. I'm not going that way. So we'll continue going off as far to the right as we can. Ooh.
Stupid zealot!
Actually. Oh my god, let me move.
Easy.
Alright, I'll take that. Superior cloak mail. I'll pick it up just on the off chance that it happens to have something better for me, but realistically it's probably not going to. I've already got cloak mail on right now. But we'll see. You know, you never know. How do I not? I thought I picked up like 3 of them. Alright, well there's one. I can see one on the mini map over here. So we'll go pick that up and then. Alright. So now comes one of my least favorite fights. Yay. This guy had... I don't like the fights that have one-shot abilities. This is one of the things that I struggle with, is fights that have one-shot abilities, because if you get unlucky, and he just happens to get you...
Back down or die!
And he has like this little 3-shot thing that he does, it's just super annoying. Ow. Burning. Ow. Do a better job of dodging that little fire thing there. Yeah, that one. Oh. Normally that one-shots you. I don't know if they nerfed that, which is good. They needed to nerf that. I really don't like abilities that have the capability of just ending the fight immediately. It's super annoying. But then that happened. It made me a little bit complacent, so then I just let it go. That one was that was reasonable. That was reasonable. I died because I didn't dodge and I got hit twice. Getting hit twice and dying, that's reasonable. You're not paying attention, you deserve to die. But just getting unlucky, because like that ability right there, previously when you were fighting him, it was so fast that trying to dodge roll out of that was sometimes impossible. Because you would have to dodge roll the first one, and then because he was able to rotate so quickly, you just had no chance of being able to like just continue, because you couldn't dodge roll, like you physically couldn't dodge roll. What's the word I'm looking for?
Need a guide?
I want to say quickly enough, like. The reset for the dodge roll was long enough that you weren't able to physically dodge roll fast enough to avoid his final strike, which was like the biggest one. Because you would dodge roll the first one, and then by the time you were finished dodge rolling, he was already in the middle of slamming you with his last one, and it was like there was nothing you could do with it. Armor and evasion. So this one is not as good as what we have now, so we'll do that. Put that there. So it's nice to see that that fight has been nerfed. It definitely needed to be nerfed. That's good. But I need to pay a little bit more attention. Now it's on me, it seems like, because this fight doesn't seem to be quite as bad as it used to be. So that's good.
You're dead.
Man, can't even dodge roll around that. Sucks. No, I'm sticking with this one. That was weird. Tried to roll past him, but I just kind of got stopped. Yeah, if you stay close to him, it seems like this is a much easier fight. You just gotta be careful because his little bang on the ground AoE thing can get you pretty good. That's the way that shit. He used to be able to just kind of swing around and get you no matter where you went. That ability was like the bane of my existence for a while. Yeah, that's the way that should be. That's absolutely. They fixed that, and this fight isn't nearly as annoying as it used to be. Alright, this fight is not nearly as bad as it used to be. I am much happier with this. Okay. No. Okay, that's at least... Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm so much happier with this fight. Stand. Oh, okay. Getting behind the pillar seems to help a little bit, but not completely. It's not a completely safe haven. Okay. All right. Cool. That works. That was a good. That was all right. That's way better. That is. Oh yeah, 10% fire resistance. That is way better than it was. Way better than it was. I'm much happier with that fight now. It's at least a reasonable fight. I like that. I like that. I've said since I've started playing this game that I'm a big fan of the idea that boss fights, like main boss fights, can be, you know, difficult fights that you might have to do several times. I mean, it kind of breaks the idea of, you know, you're a conquering hero and you're going around and trying to do stuff. Like if you're constantly dying, that's not very heroic. But at least from a gameplay perspective, main boss fights and stuff like that, those can be really hard fights that might require you to actually really learn the fight, learn the intricacies of the fight to be able to get past it. Okay, it's a goalpost to be passed. The rest of the fights need to be like that, where it's like, you know, you need to pay attention, but you should really be able to complete the fight. You know, like I wouldn't have died that first time if I hadn't gotten complacent. That's the way that like regular zone boss fights should be. They should be reasonably easy to complete, and they're just, you know, they're just a minor challenge. That's the way that should be, and I like that. I like that they've tuned that boss down to the point where, you know, if you're paying attention, you're probably not going to die. I like that. Did we pick up a core already? No. Okay. For some reason, I thought I had it in my head that we already. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I had it in my head that we already picked it up. So, for this one, we just need to get the big soul cores. I guess you're not going to let me roll through them. Waiting for it to start shooting for me. Come on. Alright, so checkpoint for the generator. We need to find the medium soul core that goes into that generator. Alright. So the problem is that I would like to believe that we're going to get a nice, convenient little marker once we start getting close to it to help to make sure we don't bypass it by accident, but I'm still not, like, we got them, we kind of got them on the previous one with the small ones, with the small stone cores, but I'm not confident that we're going to find it with the here. I don't know if that was just an accident or what. Maybe we're taking too long and it had mercy on us, or if that's a thing now. It would be nice. It would be nice if that was a thing. It would be nice if it was like, if it was something where you like got more, where it gave you a bigger radius for it too. Like having to search around for this stuff is kind of annoying, especially when after you've done these several times. You know, it would be an interesting idea. It would be an interesting idea if they had like a new player plus kind of scenario for this, where like the first time you play it through, you get the full experience where you have to find everything and do everything, and you're on your own until you're on your own, and then once you complete certain things, you get the all right. Well, you've already learned this mechanic, you've already done it once, and it's a waste of your time to force you to continue doing it again. So now we're gonna do a more, I don't want to say easier, but just more streamlined version of this stuff. Because you've already done it before, you've proven you know how to do it, so we're not gonna, we're not going to test you anymore. I don't know. That's my personal idea. All right, here we go. Fortunately, I'm not finding the medium cores that I need. So I guess maybe it was only the previous area that got buffed with the things. I think we still just need I think we still just get the 2 cores. I see something over here. Oh, I don't care about this. I have not once in many times in my playthroughs of this ever gotten anything. I always end up wasting an item. Ooh, pearl ring. I always end up wasting an item when I put it in there. It just never does anything for me.
Lightning burst!
Come on, shoot.
One down. Who's next?
Like, come on. Dang, where's this freaking... Where is the gem? This is getting ridiculous. We probably went right by it. This is why having something that shows up on your mini-map is kind of important. I'm not a big fan of the completionist mentality that says, no, you need to go through every square centimeter of the freaking zone, because if you don't, you're not going to find the thing you need. All right, well, we have the checkpoints, or we will here in a second. Man, this is annoying. It's really annoying when you pass by the thing you need. I have to imagine we did, unless they put them both on this side. Support gem. Oh, we're getting level 2 support gems now. That's good. I think we might be able to add a support gem, one of the correct support gems for our build here. So let's see. I'm pretty sure we go this way, but as usual, I did not think to pull up my build guide, so let's see. We need to get to... I gotta scroll down to find it, or I can just search for Mercenary. How about that? Buffed Mercenary. There we go. Let's see. The next ability that we're supposed to grab is an attribute ability, because we are going to be making our way down to, it looks like, here. So let's go ahead and grab Strength. Okay, that's that. And then... here we go again. Shoot! That is an extremely irritating... It's got to be a bug. Like, I had 6 rounds in the freaking thing, and I was holding the thing down and it just would not respond. Really annoying. Okay, so for our galvanic shards. We're supposed to have lightning infusion, conduction, fork, and lightning exposure. Okay. Fork and lightning exposure. So, let's see here. Let's go with all gems. Let's look at fork. Nope. Exposure. All level 3. That does me no good, does it? Okay. Electrocute. No, we're not trying to do that. Primals deal 25% more weapon elemental damage. What do I have on here now? I've got pierce, conduction, and lightning infusion. I don't really need pierce, but we can get more weapon elemental damage, which will, I don't know. That's a hard choice right there, if I'm honest with you, because because I like the idea of shocking more things, because if we can shock more things and then we kill more things, then I don't know. Herald of Thunder has Innervate and Lightning Penetration. Okay. Can we get Lightning Penetration? Ah, we can. Okay. So let's do that then. We can at least get this on our Herald of Thunder. So that's good. Oh, that's right. We need to figure out... Ah, here we go. Upgrade that. Okay. Still looking for frickin'
Bag of bones!
Oh my god. I hate this. I hate the relive mechanic in this game. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Where is the frickin' soul cores? Where are the soul cores? This is really irritating. We've gone through most of this map, and I haven't found one. Like, we really should have been done with this area by now, but we're stuck looking for freaking soul cores. Finally. Seriously, dude, no.
Well, this'll power
That's ridiculous. You have them right next... That's stupid. That is so dumb. That is dumb. Okay, but at least, fortunately, we can just run... Now we can just run straight back to the freaking generators, and then we can fast travel over to the other one. So that's at least... We have to go through the whole map just to find them in one spot. It's so dumb.
Yay! Oh. Is it supposed to spark like that?
Alright, this allows us to do that. Okay.
Ah, we're getting somewhere now.
I don't believe...
Back down or die!
Is there a checkpoint over here? Nice, okay. So I can just checkpoint here and then wait for the... We just have to wait for the energy to get here. Then we'll kill some dudes, and that's it. So we just gotta wait for the power to reach this. And then we have a boss fight. A little mini boss fight. I think. Okay, there we go. As I say, I think we should, unless there's some kind of bug happening. Unfortunately, you have to wait for this to, like, slowly meander its way over here, so it is what it is. I personally would prefer it if it just instantly went yum, yum. That way you're not having to sit and wait for that.
Oh dear. Now we just
Excuse
need
me.
to remove it from that giant construct. Good luck.
Alright, hopefully. get this done in one shot. Oh, nope. Over here. We want to get to the point of a triangle there so that little fiery wave things there don't get you. Too many hit points. Ow. Still got me. I didn't move fast enough. Alright, give a little bit of a break. Shoot him while he's down. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Right in the eye!
It's a really boring fight. It's boring because he has too many hit points. It's not that the mechanics are boring. The mechanics are fun. It's just that he's got too many hit points. It just takes too long to kill him. Stun him. I'm too busy trying to avoid his ability. Alright.
Called that one, didn't I?
So I'll do that and that.
Me pockets are full.
Am I able to rearrange some things to make this? Oh, here we go. I'll do that. I'll do that. Oop, I didn't mean to. I don't want that. I want that. There we go. Alright, so that's it for the exploration that we're going to do today. We'll take a minute and go through and maybe try to look at some we need to upgrade some abilities and stuff like that. Let's see. Do I have any other gems in here? No. Armor and evasion rating. Let's get this identified. We might be switching to that.
How can I?
Or no, I think that's from the previous.
Go.
I think this might be from the previous level 26 versus level 33. And yeah, I don't see any reason to go with that. This guy requires level 38. I do want to see... nah, compare it... We got 92, 102, 120 something. All right. Yeah, I don't think that with this being fire, we just did not get lucky on what we needed there. So as much as I would love... Yeah, fire damage is not really much of a help for us. That's a lower level thing there. We'll break down our superior items that we picked up just to get the pieces out of that. Let's just take a second and look and see. Maybe he'll have some better boots, some faster boots. It's always a good idea to check that. And then armor and evasion. Not really interested in that. Scale mail, 37. I mean, that might end up being something better. I really don't... The crafting process in this game is just too random for me to... Like, I know they want us to buy white items to try to do something with it, or find white items to try to do something with it, but it's like, I have no control over what happens with the crafting, so I don't, you know, and I'm definitely not getting enough resources to risk it right now. I don't have enough resources to, like, I have 90, I could get that, and then maybe spend some of this, but I don't have nearly enough of these to warrant doing that, so it's just, it just doesn't make any sense to me. We do need to figure out the second spirit gem that we're going to do. Let's see. Auras. We're supposed to have Herald of Thunder and then Wind Dancer. That's supposed to be our next one. So let's do... I don't have enough decks, really? Okay. We can at least get a lower version of that then for now. can at least get a lower version of that for now. Let's see. So put that on there and do that. And then does our Wind Dancer have support things? They want us to put Precision, Magnified Effect, and Main. Well, Precision and Magnified Effect at least. So, do we have Precision? Probably not. I do have Magnified Effect, so we'll put that on there. And then we'll do Precision. I would really like it if these went directly in. I don't have enough spirit. Okay. Magnified effect, more area of effect. I don't know. Which one do I want? Do I want more accuracy while this skill is active, or do I want the ability itself to have a bigger area of effect? Knocks back enemies. I think I'd rather have more precision. Oh, it won't. Right. Let me do that. Oh, okay. So I forgot. Some of these require more spirit, others do not. And it seems like Magnified Effect does not. So what else did they want me to put on here? Wind Dancer and Maim. Huh. Do I have Maim? That one does not require more spirit, but I need a level 2 support gem, and I don't believe I have any more of those, so we're gonna have to wait for that. But at the very least, we can get it later. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. Also, PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching. Come back for tomorrow's episode where we'll go through the waterworks area, or the mazy area over there, and I'll see you then.